We're Tim and Ann. Come along with us as we spend our weeks raising 3 kids, working and homeschooling, all while traveling this wonderful country in our Alliance Delta travel trailer. Ever since we stumbled into this lifestyle, our motto has been, when God closes a door, somewhere He opens a window. We are at our first official Harvest Host, says Tim.
No,
because
proper Harvest Host.
Proper, because it's a winery. It's our first winery, Harvest Host. I'll give you the 360 of where we're parked here. It's pretty good.
This is Nelson Family Winery.
And we're gonna go have some wine. Let's go.
Okay, good morning from our Harvest Host location. We're at, I think you mentioned it yesterday, Nelson Family Farm. Family Vineyard.
Vineyard, farm, Christmas tree farm.
Yeah, everything, the whole thing. This
pears,
is
strawberries,
like,
grapes.
Yeah. This is like...
Sorry.
There was a pig too. We saw a pig. This is like the definition of a Harvest Host, I would say, because you can see our camper behind us perched up on that little hill. We're out here. I mean, this property is huge, so they kind of directed us out to this open area, but all around us is just vineyard, and we're all here all alone. Right now we are. We had a van that parked up by us. They pulled in late last night and they left early this morning.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I mean, this is just so nice. It's quiet, it's safe, it's beautiful. Yeah, this is great. I'm enjoying our Sonoma experience so far. This works out real well too, because we weren't like, no matter what you do, there's usually a gap. There can be a gap in your reservations, and this, you know, Harvest Host exists to kind of fill those gaps with overnight stays, and you're supposed to go in and buy something from wherever you're staying. We stayed at breweries, distilleries, cattle farms, and this is our first winery. And so yeah, so yesterday we did the wine tasting, and yeah, it just works out real well, and it's about 20 minutes from our next campground. So we have a very leisurely morning this morning. And we're taking the pooch out for a walk. Mm-hmm. So that's it.
Sounds good.
We'll see you. Yeah. Okay, we got settled into our campground, Thousand Trails Russian River, and we are sneaking away for a cheeky wine tasting at Frick Winery. We do have reservations there, but our GPS is consistently telling us that it may be closed today, which I guess we'll find out. But I do have reservations, so we'll see.
Fingers crossed.
Yep. But we're driving through this lovely wine country here. Wineries on both sides of us. Yeah, very nice.
You can tell because of those winery trees up on the hill.
They sneak those in there so you know that you're
That's
at a
how you
winery.
know you're at a winery. Look at that. Just vineyard as far as you can see. We're here at our campground. Very tight campground, but it is in a very nice spot. So the family is over here exploring the river, and Axel didn't like walking on these rocky ground. So the family's over here playing around, I'm sure throwing rocks in the river. That's kind of their go-to move. Maxwell's just hanging out here with this sweet, sweet stick that he found. Driftwood.
Axel, do you like sticks here?
Yeah, he does.
Can you hold the...
Another day, another adventure. We are exploring the Sonoma County area of California, and we happened upon the Charles Schulz Museum. So after work, we packed up the kids and came down here, and we're going to check out the museum, see what they got.
This is made of 3,588 ceramic tiles, or about 10 years worth of daily comic strips. What is it?
He said Junior Rangers, probably Beagle Scouts here.
Oh, you should get, yeah, they should give a book and a badge.
Let's find out.
Beagle. Got some chuckles from everybody so far. That's good. I think Tim's getting certified as a Beagle Scout right now. Okay, let's see. Beagle Scouts. Are you also a Beagle Scout? She's in. Nice. Not really. Oh, you can pick your words. Okay, set them down here on the table. I think there's more over here, Evie. Snoopy! Snoop.
It was very interesting because I knew about the peanuts, but I didn't really know that much about them, and now I know more.
Anybody else?
It was very cool. There was a little bit of the Peanuts, like, comic strips, and, you could even make, like, your own little tent there, as I kind of did. Me and Ben.
Benjamin?
I liked it too. It was very fun because we did get to make the 10 things. Like all
Crafts.
So the art room.
Yeah.
Crafts.
Okay. The kids liked the art room. The Peanut Museum, sorry, not the Peanuts Museum. It's a Charles Schulz Museum. but also about the history of the Peanuts because.
Well, that's him.
Well, it was interesting because he didn't have like a prolific like art career. Like this is the art he made. Like kind of set out to make a comic strip, thought of an idea, and made a comic strip for 50 years.
There was no other art of his.
No.
Basically.
But I feel like in other situations like that, you would see that. Like, oh, this is their art from... Sorry, I think I'm getting bunny ears behind me.
No, I don't know what he's doing.
If you have a non-reading child, not a good place to go.
It's not an interactive
No, it is reading comic strips. Fortunately, like I liked watching the kids because they'd be reading and then you'd wait till they get to like the
punchline.
And they'd like chuckle a little bit and then go on to the next one. So it kind of like introduced you to some of the popular characters of the Peanuts comic strip, and yeah, it was cute. A lot of reading.
We were just talking that, I mean, we are the end of the generation that knows who the Peanuts are, and we even when we were growing up, like the newspaper, like kids my age, I'm 40, so kids my age growing up in the 90s. Did not read the newspaper for comics. I looked at it, but like that wasn't what we did. I knew them because of the like holiday specials and the cartoons and stuff. Our kids only know it because we've showed it to them. They barely know what a newspaper is.
No, we had to have that conversation. Like, do you know what a newspaper is? Do you know what a comic strip is? My grandparents got the newspaper, and so on Saturday I would like read all the Saturday comics. I think there's more on Saturdays, right? So Sunday.
There's a whole thing about Sunday comics.
Sunday comic was like, it was like in color and bigger and stuff like that. Yeah, so like that whole the people who actually read Peanuts in the newspaper are getting up in years.
But it was a reminder that I do think the Peanuts characters are not to the level of like Disney, but they are significant pop culture impact in the 1900s or 19 whatever how you would say that. But so that was cool. Nice little reminder.
That was really cute.
Yeah, it was great. It was
nice little stop.
I don't know. I didn't get my rating. It was a 10 out of 10 for me. Yeah.
There you go. 10 out of 10 from Tim.
I don't do non-10s though, so.
No one in this car does non-10s. Kyle, everything's an 11 with him. Okay.
That's because we edited all the bad stuff. You don't see half the stuff we do.
No, they see everything we do.
Yeah.
Our last stop in wine country is Russian River Brewing. Not wine, it's beer. Very awesome. Cheers. Should we share the art that we created at the Schulz Museum? So, Colin and Ben made a little Snoopy tent and a Woodstock tent. That was your favorite part, Ben?
Yeah.
The crafts.
And then let's see, I used the drawing table to trace Charlie Brown Easter egg. I went Easter because, I don't know. And then this is our new favorite character, Snoopy's brother Spike.
Mm-hmm.
Who lives out in the desert.
Who lives in the desert is Tim and I's new to us Snoopy character.
I've seen him before, but I thought he was just like Snoopy malnutritioned in a disguise.
In like his Halloween costume?
No, not Halloween, but like if he went undercover or something, I don't know.
Oh, I don't see Evie's. Oh, Evie's got hers. Okay. Evie did a Flying Ace Snoopy. We traced all of these from like a tracing station. Light table tracing station. And then I watched a
tutorial.
How many seconds long?
That was probably 2 minutes.
2 minute long Woodstock drawing tutorial.
Yeah.
I drew that Woodstock. And Ben used a book to step by step draw Woodstock. Right? Maybe we should color him. Evelyn started a comic strip. That looks good, Ev. Thank you.
I can finish it.
I like Woodstock's tiny little bike.
Yeah, that was hard to draw because you couldn't tell what was happening really. So small.
And then we also have our little Schulz booklet here. What's going on? That's what we got going on here. That's all our art that we brought home with us. Flying Ace. It looks good. From the Schulz Museum.
Yep.
So much art. Your art.
Here's the best start. Oh, there.
That's a wrap on our little visit to Sonoma Valley. In the end, we went to 2 wineries, one of which we camped at overnight with Harvest Host. We went to Russian River Brewing. We went to the Charles Schulz Museum, which was really cute and interesting. We spent a lot of time practicing walking with the dog. We got him a new leash and spent a lot of time at the winery and at our campground walking back and forth and back, doing some dog training, so that was good. And Benjamin was learning about native peoples in Central America and terraced farming, and got to see some real life terraced farming in Sonoma, so that was super cool. Next week we are on to Pinnacles National Park, which I believe will be our 29th national park. I will double check that before next week. It is wild to me that we are on number 29, and now we're almost to 50% of the national parks. I can't even believe it. So come back next week. We'll be camping at Pinnacles National Park, and we hope to see you then.